Okay, I am we're recording. So, hello. Today's different. I don't know. I'm actually talking. Wow. Crap. Uh, get out of here. Okay, so this we'll be going over the federal haversack for Civil War. Okay, well well just ignore that, or at least my approach and what's in my haversack. So starting out, we got I guess starting out with the haversack itself. Standard federal issue haversack. Have a knot tied in it because it's sat kind of low. On the outside, you'll see a lot of reenactors do this, which you don't see a lot of in original images, but I just like to do it because it looks good. Have our tin cup on the outside. So now we'll unbuckle that. Proper tin cup, not stainless, it's new though. Also about these tin cups, this is kind of like a guide to what to get, I guess. Proper tin cup, it's made of tin, I think it's like something dipped, I think like hot dipped, soldered, and has these iron bands on it, on the handle, so even if the you sweat the solder, the handle stay on. Now moving into the main compartment of the haversack, well I guess we'll pull out this liner, because haversacks have like two compartments. There's this main liner, and then the inner part, so I'm kind of trying to record with one hand. A little difficult here. Let's pull out this main compartment. This is the food compartment. This white linen bag. And in the food compartment, I have a Civil War staple. Some hardtack. Yum. Now, carrying on from the cup and plate, I guess this kind of goes back into that. Pewter plate. It isn't the most accurate It isn't the most accurate pewter plate, but like pewter has lead, and I don't want lead poisoning. So this one is actually like an aluminum alloy, but it's still pewter, whatever. Or you could just do what I did for a while and use a pie pan, like an old tin pie pan, because those look really good for the part. So yeah. Next, in my haversack, this is main compartment, we have some recycled canteen straps. They're just good for just anything in general. You know, you need to tie something. They're just good to have around. Say plural. Now we really get into the meat and potatoes of the haversack. We got my personal hygiene kit, all in these little poke sacks, which are these little drawstring bags here. You're all kind of, like I said, trying to record with one hand, it's a little difficult. We got a hog hair toothbrush with an ivory handle. If I can get it. Here. It's a little difficult. Okay, well, here we have lye soap, because it's always good to have soap. Ignore that. This is a little period-ish looking tin I have, which I keep foot cream in, because foot care is always important. Hello, kitty cat. Please move. I'm filming. Now we have tooth powder, which during the Civil War they had tooth powder, which is basically baking soda. So that's kind of what was in my personal hygiene kit. Now we get the rest of the haversack. We got my sewing kit. This is called a housewife. It's this little sewing kit. Basically, you'd have thread, patches, buttons, needles, everything you need in here, which I do. I don't feel like opening this up because that'll be a mess to put back in. Now, I have a cat, as you can tell. Now we got this other larger drawstring in here, which this is a Union haversack, Confederate haversacks. Okay, so basically getting into, I guess, the haversack itself. It's made out of a tarred canvas with this buckle on the front. This is the standard Union haversack. And Confederate haversacks are just kind of a single layer, something like this, but no buckle. They just kind of button closed. So in here, we have my tinware. So this is actually a little lantern where I keep all my candles. Don't ask why that one's such an odd shape. It melted. But hey, it fits nice. This little bit here folds out. So it's a nice little lantern. You are quite the bothersome creature. This is just a little collapsible cup. This is a match tin. I wonder what's in a match tin. Matches. Specifically, a pack of what's called lucifers. That's just the name of matches back then, because this is, to some dude in the 1860s, this is some devil technology to them. Matches would be. And a nipple wrench. It's for taking off the nipple of your, I guess, musket for cleaning purposes. The nipple is this kind of cone on a musket where you put the percussion cap that's required to fire it. Now, this is a United States Christian Commission rag. They don't know, it's just a cloth, could be used for a load of things. It's always nice to have a kind of rag. Good for cleaning guns, good for cleaning you. Now in this next little poke sack we got here, we got things a soldier might use to keep himself entertained. Such as a pipe. A lot of soldiers smoked back then. I don't, but it's a nice little clay pipe. Just kind of give an example, you know, show off what a soldier may have done back then. Playing cards. Ignore that they're plastic coated. I don't feel like buying period playing cards, okay? I'm never gonna use them. Harmonica. Music was quite important and quite the morale booster for soldiers on the campaign. And I'm gonna play some really bad harmonicaing. Harmonica. This is a cat. It does not go in the haversack. Little candle. Because you never have enough candles. This is Psalms. If I can unravel it. Yeah, just something to read. And also is in this poke sack. little stamp to go with that wax, because if you could read or write, you'd definitely been sending lots of letters to home. And here we just got some gloves. Always nice to have gloves. Now, and here is something real interesting. Tea. We just have a bag of loose tea. This is just a bag with a little, if I can get it out here, show you. A brick of tea. Tea was issued to soldiers in bricks. This is also the same kind of tea that would have been thrown into the harbor during the Boston Tea Party. There's these kind of bricks of tea. Now, obviously, that's not Civil War. But yeah. Then we just got, I don't know, a little piece of quartz. A little good luck charm, I guess. And here, last but definitely not least, for the haversack, we have, here, let me untie it. Everything here is obviously in these little drawstring bags called poke sacks. You can get at pretty much any sutler you can. So, but in here, a knife. And a crap, I dropped it. Fine. Grab it. Things get a little difficult sometimes. And a spoon. These are made of tin and have a bone handle. And if I can get it out, which it always refuses to, there. A fork with only 2 prongs. Most forks during the Civil War actually had 3 prongs, but this one has 2. It was incredibly sharp, so I've sanded it down. Yeah. Because, believe me, landing on a sharp fork does not feel good when you fall down. So, here's my longer than I expected video about the contents of a haversack. Kitty!